Bays West sits on a 77-hectare campus on the Western Harbour, framed by White Bay Power Station, Roselle Bay, Glebe Island, and Piermont. It's post-industrial, disconnected, and vulnerable to climate change, but also rich in character, history, and potential. While frameworks like the Eastern City District Plan and the Bays West Place strategy provide strong foundations, we believe this site requires bolder, strategic thinking that tackles these challenges in tandem. Our proposal reframes Bays West as Australia's climate innovation waterfront, an integrated model of how cities can respond to climate, a place of culture and innovation and urban transformation all at once.
But transformation begins with country. We imagine First Nations-led design teams guiding how culture is embedded in landscape, material, and story. A dedicated cultural precinct, but also small, everyday gestures that honors history. Because real innovation isn't just technological, it's also cultural.
Sydney needs spaces where clean industry, culture, housing, and public life coexist sustainably and dynamically. We see Bays West as a testbed for integration where adaptive reuse meets innovation, where port legacies and economic engines support green technology. Think of Hafen City, Hamburg, once a port, now a thriving climate-forward waterfront precinct that didn't erase its past but evolved with it. Or Governor's Island in New York that was transformed through a narrative of public use, climate awareness, and deep engagement with landscape through green spaces and recreational uses. That's the kind of transformative ambition Sydney deserves.
Bays West is vulnerable to sea level rise and storm surges. But this is not a threat, it's an opportunity. We propose a precinct that doesn't just survive climate risk, but also teaches us how to live with it. With greenhouse structures, amphibious public spaces, and marine science hubs. Hafen City in Hamburg, Germany shows what's possible through flood-adapted designs and elevated streets and public spaces that doubles as water management system. In Bays West, we can go further, not just defending against climate, also thriving with it.
The existing port and working harbour facilities at Bays Precinct is a critical asset for Sydney Harbour. As a part of the vision, we are proposing a future for Bays West where it optimizes the opportunity for the area to extend on its capital and existing activity. The site's industrial context will be utilized for the development of a mixed-use precinct that will accommodate global players in the blue economy, innovations, and cultural and recreational uses, with partners from universities, startups, indigenous custodians, and the clean tech sector. Think of it as an anchor to Sydney's innovation corridor, providing additional economic productivity of the site's working harbour by introducing marine science and adaptation research to support the Marine Estate Management Strategy 2008 to protect and preserve a strong cultural attachment to the coast and waterways that provide natural, economic, cultural, and recreational assets.
Moreover, let's build homes that serve people, not just profit. Bays West can lead by example. Our vision ensures an aligned and coordinated growth with the NSW housing strategy to develop a local center that will provide mixed-use housing and encourage connected and mixed-use communities. This is housing that supports jobs, chances, open space, and most importantly, a sense of belonging. Finally, we stitch it all back together. Our vision recognizes opportunity to restitch Bays West into the existing urban fabric by proposing more creative and convenient direct active transport connections through pedestrian promenades and bridges to Piermont and Balmain, enhancing the presence, connectivity, and accessibility. In alignment with Sydney's Greener Places framework, we are improving connections to existing foreshore open space network, such as the Cullen Park and King George Park in Roselle, Piermont Park in Piermont, Barangaroo Reserve, and the Royal Botanic Gardens that will form part of the delivery of the broader metropolitan green grid across Sydney.
Finally, Bays West is not just about living, it's about redefinition. Let's not just build what we know, let's build what we need. A new model for Australia's cities, grounded in country, lifted by innovation, shaped by climate resilience, and most importantly, open to everyone. This is a place that belongs to all of us.